From your description, I don't think they've but then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over—
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help. If you're planning to go into the desert, come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help.
Wait, so
May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
do we? I thought you was about to say, may the animal god protect you.
We're off then.
Dude, my body is actually in a different plane of existence right now. I think, oh yeah, I'd like to mention prior to this, I was in a Discord call with one of my members. Well, not YouTube members, just you know, Discord members. Just recalling events before this. I forgot what else I did after this. Like, I don't know why everything feels like a blur. But, it's whatever. It's whatever. Wait, how did I miss that? I walked past it when I was exploring. What? Oh, I'm not going to complain too much. I mean, I did get some waypoints. So it's whatever. I cannot wait for Natlands, because it's a new piece of, it's a new, wait, is this new? No, it's not. I like the music. It's very relaxing. Well.
We finally made it to Caravan River.
I absolutely love this
Pretty
track.
lively here. So, just past
However,
this wall is the desert,
they
huh?
actually make some really good tracks.
Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall...
Let's drink some water again. Sometimes when I speak,
gawking.
my words don't come out.
Come on, follow me.
Oh, he caught me off guard. My words don't come out properly sometimes. I've got quite a big tongue. And sometimes I'm just like, like I always keep just doing that. So I apologize if that bothers some of you, but I can't help it.
Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
It usually, I'm sorry, that's a good example. It usually tends to happen when I'm proper relaxed, when all my muscles are relaxed, even in my mouth. Everything just feels droopy. It's just me speaking. It's kind of a lazy way of me speaking. I feel like I've got a lot of like meat in my muscle or skin. I'm not quite sure how to describe it.
Where did she go?
Wow, that was perfect voice acting. Oh, where did she go?
How did we lose them? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries?
You were too careless.
I love
Should have
Alhaven.
noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long
He's
time
just so
ago.
cool. Although in Wuthering Waves he'll be considered a 4-star, but like I don't know, like the quality in Wuthering Waves is so good. I'm not trying to disrespect Genshin Impact. I love both games.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Alhaitham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you
Wait,
say
why
you
am I
were
still
going
using
back to
Geo?
the
Oh,
It's okay.
so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list.
Pretty
I
much.
can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you?
Oh, right.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher at... And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
That is like a really nice compliment. Imagine if he was actually trying to like become Lumine's wife and he just pulls that phrase. Wow. Wow.
Not quite. To To
I'm
tell you
sorry.
the truth, I'm
It
still
works either way,
investigating
though.
the divine knowledge capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties.
Someone needs to clip that.
Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert.
I
was
can't wait till
eventually
someone makes a
moved to
compilation of me.
If I am to
Someday.
get to the bottom
I will
of
watch
this,
it.
I must understand how the capsule
I'm just saying, if
first
you
came
guys
to
wish
be.
to make some compilation of
Which
me,
brings
I
me
will
back to
actually
you
watch it all.
And why you're so interesting.
I love watching other
The
people's
leader
work.
of Ain al-Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of
Whoa,
you.
he said that
And
really
upon
well.
Seeing him, your expression became
I wanted to say that
perplexed,
again.
And you to have that kind of reaction,
The pronunciation, like, that was really good.
Haytham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
That one psychology guy in my Discord server.
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the academia after all. So considering, but that does prove you do have some undisclosed. No matter.
That's right. We have the same plan as you.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else.
Okay,
Wow.
so
It's
here's
always
what I
better
do
to
know.
travel with someone-
I don't know if this applies to Al Haytham, but there are some people in the cast who were, I believe, of like, I think Arabian or Indian descent,
Before us lies Aru
which is
Village,
actually really cool because
the
it
safe haven
really
of the
does
desert
fit with
folk.
the theme of Sumeru.
Whoa, this landscape is
I can't wait
really
for
something else.
but again,
What a cool...
Natlands. Natlands is gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be like Mexican themed and like Latin America, Spanish, Mexican. Oh my god. Oh, I can't wait for that. I really can't. The gringo enters. Oh, cutscene. Sorry.
Silent. Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh, Haytham. Do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Al Haytham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
I thought he was going to say a really bad word for a second.
Long time.
I thought he was about to say
Urge you.
C-U-N-T.
Stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
I'm sorry, but I've got plot armor. Plus, you can't really hit a woman. Actually, no, Skirmish called my character a male, so.
Has Al Haytham done something wrong?
I won't waste my breath explaining things.
Clearly, Skirmish knows something that I don't.
I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Yep.
knowledge capsule! Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
Sorry guys, I just went out of my monitor.
I should have known you'd be
Okay, I'm
difficult
back.
to deal with.
Wait, what if I just like...
Ugh. What should we do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
I just tab out and then my mouse just disappears. That's so interesting.
Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over
They,
there.
the beautiful cat. They are.
Great, finally someone
Yeah.
that we can trust.
There's probably
We
so many
gotta help us out
pronunciations
here,
for that
Otherwise,
name.
these two are gonna start fighting again.
Also, apologize if you can't understand half the words I'm saying.
Two giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds. Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong.
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Oh, look.
Hey! All of you, over here,
I
quickly.
saw that.
We have to take cover.
Someone's calling for us. Oh, this wind is too strong. Let's get over there.
That sounded like Candace.
Candace?
Come on, you two. Jeez, or
All right, stop yelling.
Alhaven is actually just... I think he's one of my favorites in Sumeru. Like, regional characters, it's probably some Alhaven. He's just such a funny guy. He's a big brain, but he's also funny. And Sino's funny as well. Oops. Oh, his eye just opened suddenly. Wow. That was really something, wasn't it?
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with three people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will
Bro,
have to
her
ask
voice
you what I
actor,
do with this small
she's
room
so
until the
funny.
Sandstorm dies down.
Candace. I forgot who.
let me
I forgot her
introduce
name.
myself.
The voice actor.
I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Bro, I've heard her play Among Us. She has such a funny, like, it's such a different tone.
Thank you so much for helping us.
Yeah, sure, no problem.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started.
She kind of got
And
cat
now that you've
eyes.
set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us.
Like when
So
cats look out
please,
in the sun.
Have an honest and sincere conversation
Same
with
with
one
Sino.
another, and put your hostile feelings
Kinda.
to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Oh, on second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
That's funny.
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh?
Oh.
Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that
CIA
they were cautious
locked
of me
documents
from the very
classified.
beginning.
I'm just kidding.
Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today.
So you then decided to exile yourself.
I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority.
I have a
Once
solution.
I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
I have a solution
Rhino
for
seems to have the
something
same goal as us.
in terms
We're all
of
investigating the
Hoiver's
sages.
misgendering the Traveler. Just refer
Now that he's no longer the General
Bird's Eye
Mahamatra,
Traveler as they
he somehow
slash
feels a
them.
lot less scary.
I'm serious. But what about with the or just say the Traveler? Oh yeah, but they're, like, you know, or they, you know, like, it's a simple solution if they're going to be lazy about it. I feel like they can't really make these mistakes considering they're they're considered a AAA game at this point. I would say they're almost on the level of a Rockstar game, well, not really Rockstar games, but they're really up there, like rivaling with all these big corps. I mean, they could easily do it.
Well, Sino,
Well,
if that's your story, then
yes,
why did you
that's
see
what
Al
Krac
Haytham
gets
as a
you. And then you
target?
can become complicit with what you
When
get.
I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al-Haytham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think...
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Al Haytham?
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the divine knowledge capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a
Ain
conversation.
al-Ahmar.
You mean that the sages
I'd
originally
say I said
planned
that
to
right,
dispose of
right?
you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
Kind of reminds me of German. Acht. Sorry.
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the academia I was waiting in Port
Like a
Ormuz
very
for you to
exaggerated
appear so they
German
wouldn't
accent.
suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the divine knowledge capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm
Yeah, of
willing
course
to
he is.
apologize if that's worth anything to you. I took the divine knowledge capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia.
She's like a therapist.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about, my situation is pretty
Don't worry, Zaya.
straightforward.
I also
My
spaced out,
employer,
kinda.
Dunyarzad of the
Well, I was
Homayani
listening,
family, is
but I,
friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from an illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
I don't know why, but that just made me laugh.
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home.
Creatures?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these...
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry.
The wind's died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right? Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
I don't know why, but I'm craving a Kazuha right now. No, like just literally in my character. So I just want a Kazuha because I want to go in the air like really high. Or Venti. Except Kazuha can do it way more quicker. Or heck, even Kerching. But then again, Kerching is kind of bad with the attacks. But that's not really much to complain about now, is it? Okay. Let's go.
Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
What a chat.
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us.
Yeah, leave it
It's
to
been quite
me.
a while since
I'll be
The
sure
guy
to
with
put
the
on a good
really
show.
strange characters.
Let's go.
Actually, you know what? I do have Bennett, so. But it doesn't really match with the team with Chlorines, so. Oh, whoa.
Hunt them down. Load it.
Oh, how does that work? Oh, wait. I mean, I'm destroying them, so I guess that works.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was actually really quick. That was really, really quick. Oh, I thought I killed him.
Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up?
Nice. What if I just soloed it with just Chlorines? I think I'll be good. I think I'll be
Into
good.
the shadows.
Yeah. Okay, let's try and check it out. Three. So fun.
The creature stopped
Chlorine, I
appearing.
love her, man.
Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Hello there, old geezer. What's your name?
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the village's elderly and children.
Who? He sounds familiar. I feel like I've heard him
I
somewhere.
am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
You know what? He sounds like that guy from Viva Pinata. The guy who owned the guy. I forgot his name.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
His voice sounds so familiar.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering.
If anyone knows where his voice comes
Irminsul's
from, please let me know.
causes withering zones in the forest.
Withering
and
waves.
sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves.
Did you guys know that there's actual
Speaking
speedrun
Why haven't I
speedrun
seen a
categories for
single
Viva
village
Pinata?
keeper since I got here?
Village
That sounds so
keeper?
fun.
Who are they?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars exiled here by the academia.
Oh.
Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest.
Oh no.
The academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
I apologize
If the
if
Mothra are the
I
ones
have a lack
responsible
of
for their
audio.
exile.
Audio? What the
Now
fuck
that you're
am
no
I
longer
saying?
with them,
A lack of
Mock me
dialogue
if
for
you
me to
will.
provide.
But if you are guilty,
Oh, you're the former general.
Again, I'm just
Nahamatra.
relaxed, zoning out.
You must be an expert
Doing
in
whatever
these
I can,
kinds of
really.
investigations.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
And this is where we get to know Sino a little bit more better. I love how Sino's introduction was... we were greeted with a sense of mystery. because we really didn't know who this guy was. You know, our first impressions is he attacks us, and then there's like a whole plot twist. Oh, so he might be bad or he might be good. You really couldn't tell with this guy. And I think, if I can recall correctly, I was very on the edge when it came to Sino. Until he started busting out some funny jokes. So I think it was around here when he started talking to the people. I can't exactly recall. It's been a while. It's been like, what, 2 years? 1 year?
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation?
Why do they refer to the mad scholars as village keepers?
One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But initially, the people of Aru village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. Aru village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, after that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness.
A soft green light. A mad
I really love the music. Look at this. I don't recall some of this music. This is why you should play Genshin with the music on rather than listen to your own. I made that mistake when I started playing it for the first time.
In theory,
I just listen to my own music when I play this game,
if you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story
rather than fully
alone,
immersing myself into the game
then it
and its
appears you
environment.
possess much
Music
more
also plays a
information
part
than
in
I
it.
do. So, what do you really?
What? You don't believe?
No, it's not so much that I don't believe. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro, the academia has always. In addition,
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a...
I've spent many.
Good! Then you should...
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yes, we
How can
did.
this be? To think, our Archon.
Wait, why
has
did he
been
just lick
amongst
them
us this
like
entire
Bruno
time.
in JoJo?
Alright.
That's how you can
Now
tell
it's
if someone's a
our turn
liar.
to put our skills to good use for this investigation. But easier said than done, especially since we don't have any leads. Maybe we can start by knocking on some doors.
Okay.
Excuse me. Are
hello,
you
child.
here to help me find...
This is the
By the
longest piece of
sounds of
dialogue ever. Let's just
A resident of this village.
skip a bit. Let's just skip a
My
bit here
name
and there.
is Isak.
Is your grandpa
Hey, don't say...
Isak?
the person you're?
Grandpa is just... I heard everything you said to the...
What if I just had all these names in reverse?
Please, you gotta take
Cassie.
Ah, so you're the one who was
Onyx.
eavesdropping on us around the
Onyx.
village chiefs. I was plan.
Whoa. He
No
wasn't
mipe.
kidding about Matra having
Nom
sharp senses.
Mipe.
with... Sorry. I was only listening.
All right.
Okay. Well, okay, everyone. My mind is actually really... I'm way too zoned out to play this game right now.
Loaded.
Oh, so cool. That's just so funny, the idea of Cloren just doing that just for the sake of doing it. What a sick character. Oh my god, she's so cool, man. Like, bro, guns. Absolutely. So cool. She's so quick with a sword as well. She's like Kaya, but like 5 times speed. In terms of her, like, the way how it looks. I mean, I remember when I had Kaya, I thought he was really amazing. Like, he was basically my strongest character when I started off playing Genshin. I really liked him. Now we got, like, purple Kaya. Okay. Well, that was absolutely lovely, everyone. I am so glad that you stayed to the end. If you stay to the end, do leave a little comment saying, I stayed to the end. I'm not sure how frequent you're going to see me in this state of mind. I remember I used to be a lot more like this when I started out the series, which is pretty nice. So I guess this might just be like a repeat circle of things. Like sometimes I'm a bit grouchy, sometimes I'm just complaining, sometimes I'm just relaxed as well. I'm not really expecting this video to do well. I know that the series is dying and no wish is in demand, but I really needed to make a video for this. But at the same time, I made this because I was just relaxed. I just wanted to hop on Genshin. Hopefully, you all just you just enjoyed it, which is good. Again, just a friendly reminder: give the video a like, and if you did stay to the end and you're not subscribed, do subscribe. Leave in a nice little word in the comments if you wish. That's all from me. I'm Krac. Farewell.